took a quick little break from our fun, exciting party because we are going to see the second location here, and my friend Deron is gonna give us a fun tour together. Meet Deron, everybody!
How's it going, y'all? Come check out our gallery.
Let's go. Halloween time! And this is Galerie Rue Toulouse.
Welcome to our other gallery, guys.
This is incredible! Look at the chandeliers! So everybody, if you saw Rue Toulouse in Carmel, which I hope you did, these artists are going to be familiar to you. But Mr. Deron here is not familiar to you, so he is going to show us around this incredible space.
These dolls, I know that we don't carry these everywhere, so check these out. These are a lot of fun. Poupée dolls started off in France. But they became very popular in America during the Great Depression as they're a very cheap way to make a doll. Basically, all you need is a bean or a grain of some sort and a little bit of cloth. So during the Great Depression, when nobody could afford to build or to buy actual dolls, you know, they do this, which is kind of a makeshift version. So then she said, you know, what would happen if I took this kind of poor man's doll concept and brought it to the utmost level? So she imports the porcelain from France, and then everything else is hand-stitched, hand-sewn, hand-painted, handcrafted. Doesn't she do a beautiful job with it?
Definitely a beautiful job with it.
Something that's very fun with them is that you can move them and kind of position them in different ways.
Oh, because they have the grains in them. It feels like rice or something.
Yeah, it is rice. Well done.
Okay. I'm Filipino. I know what rice is.
You know your stuff. You know your stuff.
I know it.
George Cabot, he's a fascinating one. So why do I like this guy? It hits different when it's real, and he actually used to be a racer.
Okay, so he's an exception to.
So he's very much an exception, as he lived this, and it hits different when it's real. And I love when sailors, actual sailors, come in, and a lot of them tend to say the same thing, which is, well, I actually like this piece. And I do believe that it hits different when it's real.
I'm telling you, I did see this in the Carmel location, and every time I see it, when I'm seeing it now for the second time, it's still like, boom. You know, just go closer and see the technique and the colors and how he actually spent so much time creating this masterpiece.
So let me show you one more.
Please do.
Gonna pass by Martinez. The guy's amazing. I love his pieces. Most of them have a puppy, and that's my personal favorite piece in the gallery right now. I traveled the world with my dog, guys. I do have a soft spot for them.
For the dog, what's your dog's name?
Fish.
Fish.
I have a dog named Fish.
You have a dog named Fish. What is the story behind Fish's name?
Well, as we do have an Israeli cameraman, he could attest, Dag in Hebrew means fish. That's a double entendre.
Okay, I learned something new every time. Look at you. Fabulous. Fabulous owner here.
Guy Martinez, he is...
he's a rebel.
He is.
Really? Look at this. Yeah.
Definitely has a cause. You usually find dogs in most of his pieces. Very avid dog lover. He does like to portray the kind of dynamic. You'd see, you know, this, a guy with his dog. You could see here, you know, the dog is in the piece, not as prevalent of a spot, but still very much there. If you come with me here, As I saw you have some very beautiful red bottoms, my dear.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Thanks to the finest. Hey.
So we have some over here and the dog.
And the dog.
Revy Ferrer is she's a fascinating character, and I'll tell you a little bit about her story because I think that it really showcases in her art so well. She has a very interesting story. Grew up in Latvia with the fall of the Soviet Union, not the easiest place to kind of grow up, especially at that time.
Right.
But she's a hustler, she'll make it happen.
Hey, they're some of the toughest people on planet Earth, I'll tell you that much. Yep.
So she found she worked very hard, became an architect, but at some point she says, it's never been my passion, I just kind of did that to rise up.
Right.
So she moved to London to pursue fashion. So she starts off very precise with that architecture, and then to me, and this is kind of just my own feeling, you know, it's very precise, and then at some point she's like, screw this, I'm gonna have fun, and just does some crazy stuff.
Right.
And I think that's so much fun, isn't it?
I love it, it's very It's fabulous, and I love the glitter in the back. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's some glitter. Yeah, and the, like you said, the intricacy too of how she created this is pretty phenomenal. I'd love to meet her.
She's a fascinating character. You should.
I really should. She come out here?
She does.
Are you inviting me when she
You are invited.
All right, Purple Road. We're coming to see you, Revy. Well, Deron, this has been a fantastic break from an event and a party, and I'm so glad you pulled us away to come.
I'm so happy to have you guys. Y'all were so much fun. I had a great time showing this to you. And thank you guys, Purple Road.
Thank you. Hey, catch it.
Capaga.
Capaga. Toda.
Perché fiasco macellado?
You're teaching me a little bit.
Yeah, well done, mate.